All right, so yes, welcome back to the Rime of the Frostmaiden. Nice to be with you again, as I said.
Hello, is anybody there?
What was that, sorry?
What was that, Tarvin?
I can't hear anybody.
You can't hear us?
Oh, we can hear you.
But if you say that, he can't hear us.
I know.
Cool. I'll just try resetting.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So everyone got burnt by a fireball.
Yes. So remember, I think you were here. Does this look familiar, Leah? This place here?
Yes. Yeah, I remember the last. Yes. And then I've read the rundown.
Awesome. Well, the most... Cool. Because you remember there was this guy in here, but he managed to run away. And...
Okay.
Yes.
And then you got back to East Haven, to the ferry, where apparently his brother was going to be, but his brother was not there. And a literal fireball ripped the ferry apart, and lots of other people's. We're still struggling with Tarvin there. Which is exactly where we're going to pick it off as soon as Tarvin gets on. We'll pick it up from the explosion. Tarvin, can you hear us now? No, it's not looking good. See if I can.
It's so funny hearing the wintry sounds when it's about 99.9% humidity.
Yeah, it was 29 degrees today. I jumped in the pool just before.
Yeah, it is hot.
Well, the snow has melted in my part of the world, so it's not quite as dreadfully cold. So it's a very balmy 6 degrees at the moment. Well, it looks beautiful for a day. Then you have to start shoveling your snow. Then it piles up, and then it turns into ice. So one day it's nice.
I know it's not as beautiful as we think when we're not used to it.
No, no. Tarvin, any luck?
Oh.
I guess we should keep talking so Tarvin can possibly hear us.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
he? I can hear other things, but nothing. And is he on the voice channel? Well, no, that seems like an obvious.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's on the voice channel, yeah. Nothing in this chat. Don't know if you can hear us still, but maybe try your phone. There's a Discord app. Check it.
Is he logged on to other Discords? I can hear other things, but nothing in this chat. If you can hear the Sirenscape, that's coming through this voice channel, right?
I think he's saying he can hear things on his headphones, like other, maybe YouTube or something like that.
Oh, okay, I see. So he's tested it out.
Well, that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. Turn off your YouTube, mate.
You could try. I had this one guy. He was on a player, and he was on a flight from the UK to Brazil, and on the plane he tuned into the stream, and then was sending us text messages about what his character wants to do. If that's not commitment, I don't know what is. Could try voice channel. Oh yeah.
So we can talk about Cal right now.
That would only be good things.
Wait, he says he's there so someone can listen to him. Does that mean he's singing?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
I've got to
hoping.
keep
So
it going, right?
yeah. Shall we all pop over to Voice Channel 2 just to see what he's actually doing?
Yeah, right.
I saw your icon light up there, Tarv. I'm not sure if you could see that, but when you talked, your little blue, yeah, like that. Something's coming through. I hear thumping from your mic, Tarvin. Oh, I hit a breath. Something's coming through, Tarvin. Don't know if you can hear us, but I think if you can hear stuff via your speakers, then it's worth doing that thing that I did up above, like changing your voice and video settings to your output device.
Tarvin?
Can you speak?
Kai?
No.
It didn't work.
Bugger.
Meanwhile, Shajira is like jamming out to that snowscape.
I'm pretty sure it's
well,
his.
that didn't work.
No, let's go back to the other voice channel.
Device.
I think it's
I
the
had
output
same
device
issue,
too.
and it's because I had two things saying what my mic was, my speakers was.
Yeah. Let's bounce back over.
Yeah, so north facing, and yeah, it'll be all good. We got we sort of changed tack. Originally we were looking to buy our forever home, but now we're looking to go and put an extra step in that, just with my change in work and that sort of thing.
Tarvin? No.
What if we started insulting him? Would he? But that might make his ears burn.
Well,
He'd
it's
find
weird that you could hear him before, and now we can't hear him at all, and he is saying he can hear us, so I think he needs to jiggle the wires.
Yeah.
Come in, car 59.
So, is it,
Your output device.
Tarvin, I was typing something.
is anyone else having a quiet drink this evening?
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
Quiet drink.
Quiet drink. I just had a loud sip and realised that probably went through the whole
No,
thing.
didn't hear it at all, so you didn't glug or anything.
All right.
I'm having a Coke hazy pale ale.
Oh, a hazy pale ale with Coke.
No, sorry, the brand is Stoke. S-T-O-K.
Oh, Stoke. Oh, yeah, Stoke. Yeah, sorry, I thought you said
It's
a
quite
Coke
nice,
and hazy
actually.
pale ale. It's like a sort
Yeah.
of caffeinated version of a I don't know, like of a shandy.
Yeah.
That could work in small town New Zealand.
Mm-mm.
Well, at least it wasn't the South American Coke that you were, that was the reason that your ale had gone
true.
hazy.
Okay, I'm back.
So this move, Shashna is just going to do everything.
That's him like
fluently.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
get
here.
everything. I'll get it all
Yeah,
done.
Whoa.
Marvin, can you hear us?
Tarvin?
It's
Marvin, can you hear us?
Hey.
Oh, there was a response.
I can barely hear you underneath the loud cacophony of wind and sound effects.
I'll turn the
Right.
Sirenscape down. Right click
Yeah.
on it and turn it down.
I have. Okay, that's better. I can hear them.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine.
and you can hear us, Tarvin?
Yes, perfectly.
Woo! What was the problem?
Discord. Just changing settings, even though I reset them.
Do you use the
Don't
website
claim.
or do you use the downloaded thing?
The app.
The app. Okay. All right. Well, bottom line, you're here, so excellent. Always nice to got the technical hiccup sorted, so that's good. So let's get into it then. Yes. Keir Konig, the Dwarven Fortress. The guy got away. One of the Sunblights. Keir Dinaval. East Haven. Yes, the Cauldron of Plenty got stolen. The townfolk blamed the leader of the place, who said nah. And then when you tried to talk to him, he was basically a bit of a dick, and you decided maybe we won't talk to him so much. Went to check out the ferry. The ferry went boom with a note that says, "Do not mess with Clan Sunbright." So mighty bands of adventurers, as you gather together in East Haven, towards the end of the day, what would you like to do?
I'm quite damaged.
Yeah.
I'm really hurting from that explosion. But I can limp on. What? You say it's near the end of the day. Oh, cool.
Yes.
We can certainly do a few more things. I'm fine.
Are we? Is it too far to make it to Bryn Shander before
That's
nightfall?
if you take the oops. Let me get my notes organized here.
Are we gonna? Sorry.
So I'll just answer the travel question. To get from East Haven to Bryn Shander, it's going to take you about 3 hours to get there with your axe beaks. It's not especially close.
Shall we? Is there anything else that we want to do in East Haven while we're here?
Did we want to investigate the missing cauldron, like the thieves, a bit further?
I thought that it had gone out of the city, and like last week, our plan was to go and see if there's a township that's doing particularly well with food as a lead, because
That's
it
right,
had happened
yeah.
a few days ago, and we weren't particularly confident in finding anything.
I'd forgotten. Yes, you're correct.
What you did learn from Speaker Daneth Whalen is the cauldron was placed in the town hall and kind of one of the dungeon levels, I guess, below that, locked up with guards. Some humans came, overpowered the guards, put the guards in the jail cell, and then absconded with the cauldron. It was at least 24 hours ago that happened.
We risk it and get to Bryn Shander? Because that's probably what we kind of deduced. That's where it's most likely to be heading, right?
No, we didn't deduce anything. I think that we were just going to head around to that wood area. What is it, Lonely Wood, and swing through Bryn Shander just to see. Like, from my understanding, it was that we were going to go through Bryn Shander, through Targos, up to Tourmaline, up to Lonely Wood. Sorry. Mainly because we figured, well, that there might be a. We also might run into Sephek, or that sort of thing, and just sort of see if we can tick a few boxes on the way through. And also, I'd been leaving the messages for Oyama Natok. I think I got that right. I probably got it wrong.
Close enough.
To meet us in Bryn Shander for some Slardy stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Good plan. We got a plan.
That was the summary of our plans, but
Yeah,
happy to
okay.
change them as well.
Okay.
No. I think.
So
Yeah,
you
we
reckon
were
we go to,
Sorry.
so we go to Bryn Shander, do a long rest there, we drop Scar off at the Morning Lord's house, and then we're going to carry on to Targos and see what we learn there. And then
I think that might be a great idea to actually try and get to Bryn Shander in the night. I think that we're capable enough to take on. Hopefully, nothing too dramatic happens in the night, but I think we can make it to Bryn Shander in the night, and then have a long rest there at the House of the Morning Lord. Hopefully, Oyuman Nartok shows up while we're there. What could possibly go
What
wrong?
happened to the speaker with everyone wanting to sacrifice them?
Scar and I and Malamuk kind of quietened the crowd by kicking out some of the ringleaders.
Nice.
And promising that we were going to go and investigate and try and track down the cauldron.
Yeah, brilliant.
Tensions are simmering, though.
Yeah, exactly. But we came to the decision as well, like, you know what do we actually owe this person? Because this is what they did with the cauldron and whatever. So if it's doing more good at where it's ended up, we were talking about maybe we just leave it there. But anyway,
Is it really ours for the taking anymore? It's a
Pardon?
difficult question. Is it really ours for the taking?
All of that. Yeah. Anyway, shall we sort of forge ahead to Bryn Shander and try and have a long rest there?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So you get onto your. Whoops. Sorry, just click. on the wrong
Before we
button.
do that, sorry, whose hit points are really bad? Because I can cast a couple of cure wounds just to shore it up. Tarvin, do you need a boost?
Yeah, right. That depends how. If I got hit with a big hit, I'd probably be dangerous.
I'll give you a cure wounds, level 1 cure wounds. Here you go, mate.
Level 1. Give me a level 1.
Nice.
10 points for you, buddy.
10. Wow.
And do you want one as well, Cal?
Yep, I can do with some.
I'll give you one more. This is going to be 11.
Nice roll.
Yeah,
Max
those are
roll.
2 nice rolls. Yeah. I'm kind of fine. I'll leave myself as is. Let's move.
Okay. So you mount up on your axe beaks, head out into the cold and the frozen. Some of you feeling the cold a bit stronger than others, but you press on along the westway. Mr. Tarvin, can you roll me a d8, please?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was distracted there. Coming right up. Okay. Oh, love it. Get
Wow.
better than that.
Okay. So you press on as, once again, night is a very fuzzy thing to do. It's always dark here, but I guess your body clock is filling darkness, and, certain creatures go along at this time of day, but you press on and you make it all the way to Bryn Shander successfully without bumping anything along the way. Bryn Shander looks pretty much how you left it. There's nothing's in chaos. There's some guards at the east gate, but they recognize you by now and they just wave you through. What would you like to do?
Do we? Is it better if we stable the axe beaks rather than just tying them up outside the House of the Morning Lord?
Is that what
Has
we
it been-
usually do? We usually just.
So the stables down the west and in the northeast, that's where the House of the Morning Lord is. That's all good.
Because I presume we'll go to the House of the Morning Lord and check in on Mia and sort of leave guard to sort of rest and recuperate. But if we're overnighting there, we're going to have because I think we get to stay there for free.
Mm-hmm.
Can we? Should is it better to stable? What's the penalty for not stabling creatures? Or sorry.
I mean, I'm not going to answer that question if you're asking me.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
Don't we have to
Yep.
pay for their stabling?
Of course.
Yeah. How much? Yeah. How much
Yeah.
is a stable overnight stable?
Let's go ask.
Let's go ask.
5 copper pieces per.
I think we should.
aspect.
I think we should
Okay.
stable them. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah, I'd like to too. It's been a long time since they've been in a stable.
So if someone wants to cough up 3 silver pieces, that would be enough to store your 6 axe beaks.
How do we have that in our?
Just
Definitely got
Um,
that.
Yep. I'll put
Oh.
that. Here's the manage button going on that.
I've got 3 gold pieces, but I need to change that to copper pieces.
I've done it.
Okay.
I've done it.
Oh,
Big
okay.
days, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, wait till you
Just
start
trying to think
getting
of the same thing.
getting platinum pieces. It's like going to the dairy and putting down $100 note for a Maro bar or something. It's not very cool. Okay, so you stable your horses, and you head over to the house of the Morning Lord. Things are relatively quiet there at this hour, but Mayor is there, and he's very happy to see you. He's especially happy to see Scar, who effectively put this whole day together. So he instantly grabs hold of Scar and locks onto it. And the Mishan says, "Oh, welcome, my friends. It is good to see you. You're always welcome at the Morning Lord, even at this ungodly hour. You just looking for a lodging, or what is it? What can I help you with?"
Yep. We're looking for a place to rest our weary heads before we head northwest.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I have, in fact, 6 rooms available if you'd like to spend some time by yourselves and get some good night's sleep without, I guess, being interrupted by anybody's snoring. Would that be satisfactory?
Sure would.
Would Scar give us a recommendation? Should there be a koha, a contribution to the Morning Lord's funds?
Everything is free, though donations are always welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're all long resting then.
Yeah, Mullamark just asks if Oyuma Natok has shown up by any chance. A druid. Has a druid come?
No, they have not, unfortunately. But if one does, I'll be sure to let you know. But no one's come by that name.
I tell her our plans for the morning. If Oyuma Natok decides to come through.
Okay.
Remember, our friend here has a grave condition of slards. The best I could do.
Well, if this druid would need to be an arch-druid at least, but I wish I could help, but this is a situation we're in. But anyway, you look tired, especially you, Scar, so have a rest. But before you get your long rest in, can I have everybody roll me a d20, please? So just a plain old d20 from everybody. This is before your long rest. So Tarvin will take that first one.
No, the first
Oh,
one
that was
was
the
for
D8. D8, sorry, so 17. Bugsy, 18.
I rolled a 10.
10,
And
okay.
for me.
And Shajaya, 13. What did Bugs get? 18. Oh, interesting. Shajaya, would you mind going across to the other voice channel, please?
Sure.
So you're asleep, inside one of these beds at the house of the Morning Lord.
Yeah.
And then you feel the gentle tapping on your chest. And of course, you instantly wake up and you see a man standing in front of you. I'll give you the description of him.
Okay.
He's, first of all, he's not wearing very much winter clothes. He's got a shirt on, his sleeves are pulled up, his like arms are exposed, and he's just wearing like he'd wear in warmer climates, and he doesn't seem to be bothered by it. And you look closer, and his eyes are actually bright blue, and he rests this icy sword right on your chest and says, "I hear you've been looking for me."
He rests. Oh, excuse me. He rests what on my chest? I'm sorry.
You're flat out on the bed. He's
Yeah.
put up a chair next to you, and he's got this
gosh.
sword that looks as if it's made of ice, and he's kind of pressing it so it hurts just a little bit on your chest, and you know that if he moves, he could just run you through. So in other words, I don't know. It depends what you do. So he leans on the sword just a little bit, and you feel it pinching into your chest, and he says, "I hear you've been looking for me."
Oh gosh. Okay. So. Oh my gosh. Can I do guidance like now or?
Well, to answer that question, let's have a look. I just want to explain something to you. So, if you look at your spell guidance,
Yes.
I'm just bringing up your character sheet now. You see when you click on guidance, you see components. It says V and S. That means you need to do a verbal thing. You need to say the incantation for the spell. And semantic means you need to wave your hands in a complicated ways to cast the spell. The other thing it might have is an M, which might need a material component for the spell. But guidance, you need to say the spell, and you need to do some magical patterns with your hands. So you can attempt to cast guidance if you like, but it's going to be difficult because he's got his sword digging just deeply into your chest.
Okay, I'm just looking through the writing to remember the guy's name, but I can say, how do I know you're telling the truth and you're not just a thief?
Well, you do know who I am. Just out of character, you do know who this is, don't you?
Well, is it the guy that we were looking for?
Uh-huh. Yep, the guy who's gone around and done the murders around the towns is apparently doesn't feel the cold and has bright blue eyes. And your character would remember this guy's name is Sephek Kaltro.
Yeah, I'm just going through my screeds of notes to find his name.
Yep, Sephek Kaltro.
Oh my goodness. Okay then. Well, what do you found him?
So let's pick it up from the first sentence I said. So, I hear you've been looking for me.
Well, we have actually. What is it that you think you can get from just me here? Because if you hurt me, then everyone's going to know. You can't just hurt me because people know I'm in here on my own.
Well, let's just say I'm very quick at what I do. And I'm here to give a message. My message to you and your friends is to, number one, stop seeking me out. And number two, I am doing the will of Oriel, the Frostmaiden. And I don't know if you've noticed, but she holds dominion over this land. And you're getting in her way. Worst yet, you've convinced the people of East Haven to stop the sacrifices altogether. And all you've accomplished, you and your ragtag group of friends, is more death will now come. The sacrifices have been denied at East Haven. Now I think the Frostmaiden would like more sacrifices. Perhaps you'd like to be the first, my dear.
Perhaps you'd like to be the first.
I'm not the one with a sword in my chest.
Surely I can. There's something I can do here.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I'm just reading. I'm sorry I don't know all of these off by heart yet.
No, that's fine. No problem. You're looking through your spells?
Yeah, I think that I could do a underwave or an earth tremor and just knock him over.
Well, the good thing with Thunderwave is it's loud.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'll do. That says 3d8.
Well, as soon as you go to Thunderwave, you'll notice requires a verbal component and a semantic component, i.e. some magical waves in the hand. Just before you do that, he's going to do the thing that he had readied, and he's going to take his sword.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And drive it deep into your chest. Ooh.
Okay.
Ah, damn it. Sorry. They know what's up now. Let me just change a setting. Where's Whisper? Okay, so with a 23, that hits no problem. That beats your armor class. And he's driving it in with two hands. And you take a total of 10 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Then he takes his sword out again, drives it in again. So he's going to attack you twice. For the second time, he rolls a 15. What's your armor class? It is 15. So he just hits the second time. Drives it in one more time for another 13 points of damage. Are you still up?
Oh my god. I've got 2 points left.
Okay, so now we have to roll initiative because he might get another go. So do you just roll initiative on your sheet with your?
Okay, yeah.
We'll just see who goes first. 8.
And I've got to roll that. I don't want to get a.
No, that's all right. We've got to roll for him. Ooh, he rolls a 7. So Shajaya, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to do the thunder wave.
Okay.
So I just click where it says 3d8.
Yep, and if he can avoid it, he's going to attempt to make a Constitution saving throw. And he rolls a 5, so you'll do full damage to him. Yep, so click on the 3d8. So we'll take the first one. Second level, so 9 thunder damage. So you cast this thunder wave spell as he stabs you twice. And he gets thrown back against the firewall and kind of crashes into that and smiles as blood starts leaking out his ears. Let's go back to the other voice channel because now people know what's up because they heard the thunder wave. Let's bounce back.
Cool. All right.
Did it get out?
Yeah. I can't remember the connection.
You hear a massive thunderous explosion from Shajaya's room. Can I have everybody to make me a perception check at advantage to see if you wake up? You're looking for a 10 or better to wake up with the sound.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just.
Okay. Yeah, Cal, good. Oh, everybody's good. Cal, who are we missing? Tarvin.
Did mine come through?
Oh, I see it. You got a
I've come through,
22. I see
Yeah,
it.
22.
I
Oh,
see
I
it.
don't know why it didn't come through. What's going on here?
So
Yeah,
you
mine hasn't
all.
come through as well.
I see it on the game log. I can see it. It's just something wrong with your Beyond 20. So from Shazia's room, you hear a massive explosion, and you instantly know something's up. And let's just do this more theater of the mind stuff. Let's all roll for initiative, and we'll take it from there.
Where that came from? Good.
Yikes.
Oh,
What did you roll initially, Shazia? Yours was a 8,
7.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
7.
it was an 8
Yeah.
originally when you were talking in your secret zone, but if she wants a new one, her new one's 7. There we go.
We'll do it that way. Bugs, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
9. Cal?
They're in there already. You got a
So,
dog.
19.
I got a double of me in there.
Oh, we do. Look at that. So Cal was a 19, you said?
Yes.
Tarvin?
21.
Nice. Malamak?
12.
12. And we'll just say Scar is just far too exhausted to wake up and he fails his perception check. So, I'm going to say the order of the rooms you are the order we have on the screen here. So, Bugs, you're in the first room. Next to her is Cal. Next to her is Tarvin. Next to her is Bugsy. And so on down the line. So, Tarvin, with a start, you're lying on your back in your bed and you hear a boosh coming from Shazia's room. What do you do?
I run to her door, or if there's a door, I go outside my room, open my door, and look in the hallway.
Okay, you look in the hallway. Everything looks normal apart from the sound that you heard. Definitely came from Shazia's room. The door is closed.
Okay, I'll grab my bow, by the way. I didn't say that, but I did. Yeah. I'm just going to kick open the door.
Okay, so you walk across. You see Shazia on her back, just blood pouring out of her chest. She's in a bad way. And you see this gentleman kind of pushed up against the wall.
Oh yeah, what's the look on his face? What's he kind of? Is he frightened? Is he?
He's smiling, and there's a little bit of blood dripping out his ears.
Okay. Is it still my my move?
Well, you had to... No, I think it's a dash to get up there because you had to wake up, you had to get out of your bed, you had to open the door, go to the thing in the other room. But you see Shazia lying on her back, blood gushing everywhere. But you see her holding up her hand. She's obviously done something to this guy.
Yeah.
And you hear the man says, welcome to the party. Hell.
Game on.
Can I speak?
Yeah, you can speak.
I'm gonna say he knows who we are, and he wants to destroy us because we're in their way.
Their way, interesting. All right.
I'm thinking, because I'm in this state, I'm not exactly going to be able to go into graphic detail.
Tarvin's definitely thinking about killing this guy.
Okay. Cal! Poof! You hear the thunderous waves and you hear tuk 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 tuk, someone running down the corridor. What do you do?
So I used my first half of my movement to get up and grab my axe.
Yep.
I will do the dash to head that way.
Now, I will point out that when you take long rests like this, it is very hard to sleep in heavy armor. So you'll be armorless at the moment. Just keep that in mind.
Yep.
Is it? Okay, right.
So I think we'll have that as a standard rule. Otherwise, you're really risking the chances of exhaustion. So if you're wearing heavy armor, I'm going to assume you take it off every night unless you tell me otherwise. Kel!
Yep.
And your dwarven breeches, grabbing your axe.
So I'm going to do the axe. I'm assuming that I have to dash to get to within Kui of him. And I'm assuming that I can use my my action that gives me the extra attack.
Nope. No, you had a dash to get there. You have a bonus action available to you, but that's it.
Okay. All right. Yep. All right. So I suppose I'm just there or thereabouts.
So you push up right next to Tarvin and the scene as I described before it. Malamuk!
So it's fine for me to accept my light armor, though?
Yes.
Is that fine?
What armor are you wearing? Leather?
Yeah, rough leather. It's light.
Yeah. Leather's fine.
Yeah. Cool. So I want to sort of dash and sort of be a little bit behind Cal and Tarvin when I get into the room. But how badly wounded is Shajaya?
Shajaya, explain to us how badly wounded you are.
I took 23 hit points out of my 25.
I might cast as a bonus action, because I think I've only got a bonus action left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Why is that not got all my... Where's my bonus action? Oh, Healing Word is a bonus action. Cool.
It is.
Just
So
going
you...
to cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Shajaya.
Nice.
6 hit points back.
Thank you.
No worries.
Okay, yeah, so the healing energy flows into Shajaya and some of these. She's got 2 massive stab wounds on her chest, and they start healing up. Nice. Bugs, what's your movement speed, Bugs?
30 feet.
30 feet. So what do? Keep in mind you have your bounce action as well. I forget what that's called.
Yeah, my rabbit hop. I'm going to take my weapons. I assume because I've got light armor, I can sleep in it.
Yep, you're good.
Yep. So I'm going to take my weapons and pop out the window.
Okay.
Rabbit hop, stealth across to Shajaya's window.
Okay, so you bounce across here and you're looking into the room.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're trying to hide there. So make me a stealth check, please. Okay, with a 28. Wow, that's pretty well hidden.
Nice.
Cool. And if I'm assuming I don't have another action.
No, you don't, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna get ready, I guess, to fight. It's hiding in the meantime.
Okay, Shajaya on the bed, blood still gushing out. Your friends have arrived. What would you like to do?
Can I heal myself?
You can.
Is that? Yeah, I think I might have to do that. Cure wounds.
Sure, do it. Okay, so take another 10 hit points back. You're still lying on the bed though. Do you want to get up off the bed?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So how many is that? 10? Did you say?
We get 10 healing points back, and to stand up, it costs half your movement. So in other words, as you stand up, you could probably push out into the hallway past your friends if you like.
Well, aren't we going to take this guy down?
Well, that's...
it.
I think that we should. What have I got here? I've got. Is that my turnover?
Yeah, because you cured yourself. Though you can bonus,
okay.
Because you're that type of druid, you can bonus action into a wild shape if you like.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
I thought that the most damage I could do a black bear.
Black bear, okay.
Yeah. And let me just go down here. Revert form object. I'm sorry for taking so long, everybody.
That's right.
Yeah, where do I roll? And I've got the side thing, the side tab open. Where do I?
So you're a black bear?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, scroll down a little bit and you'll see down at the bottom there's actions.
Action.
You have to scroll
Yes.
down on the right there, yeah. So if you wanted to bite,
Yeah,
for
make
example.
two attack. I'm sorry, I've got it now.
Okay.
Claws to hit. And how close to him am I?
Well, you're right next to it at the moment. Keep in mind, though, that you can't attack this round because you did cast that spell.
Yeah. Sorry.
So all I can do is turn into the bear.
Yep. On the plus side, though, as a black bear, you have 19 hit points extra, effectively.
Okay, then I'll do claws. So can I do claws?
Nope. So here's the thing. Here's the things you can do in a
got
turn.
it.
Usually, you can do an action, which was
Yeah.
your healing
Healing
word.
myself.
You can move as well if you want, and you get something called a bonus action as well. Because
I
you're a
got it.
moon druid, you can use your bonus action to charge into a bear, but you can't attack because you used your
I
action
got
to
it.
heal.
Okay, then I'll just wait.
Regardless, this massive bear appears into the room, baring its teeth. And Sephek Kaltro says, "This is not the fight I was wanting. I will warn you. Next time you interfere in these sacrifices to Oriel, you will be the next sacrifice. You have done too much in East Haven already. This affront to the Frostmaiden will stop." And with that, he bamps. And you see outside of the window, about 30 feet away, he casts the spell called Misty Step, which allows him to move 30 feet away. And then he uses his movement to move another 30 feet. Then he uses his action to go 90 feet away. And he disappears down some corridor. You might have a chance to see him, but he's definitely moving very quickly. Tarvin.
Line of sight.
Well, let's say you rush to the window and have a look around. Make a perception check, but at disadvantage. If nothing else,
Okay.
because of the weather.
Are you opening the window? Just asking because I'm there.
Yes.
So at disadvantage with a 17, you get a sight of him just as he's ducking around a corner behind some buildings.
Okay, he's gone. I turn back to the others and say, no, he's gone. I don't think we can pursue him.
Okay?
Well, actually, sorry, can I change my mind?
Yep, sure.
Is it too late? He's moving quite quickly, right? Can I chase after him?
You can certainly try.
Okay. I would like to use my movement dashing after him in the direction he went.
Okay. Okay, let me just get something sorted here. Okay, so Sephek dashes off down there. Tarvin, you're hot on his tail, jumping out the window, chasing after him. Cal.
Right. Well, I'm not nearly as fleet of foot, so if I dash, I can do 50 for that, but I can use my action surge to take an additional action. That was one I was trying to do last round. Forgot about that. Get that up to 75 feet the distance, so that should, by your calculation, have me about 15 feet behind him.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm in pursuit.
Okay. Cool. So running after him. Malamak, well, I'm going to change to some chase rules. I just want to make sure everybody is chasing after him as well. Malamak, are you chasing?
Yeah, I am. How far away is he though? 90 feet.
90 feet. So he's faster than you guys, but that doesn't mean he's going to get away.
If I can I see him if I just run 30 feet then?
You could try with a perception check.
Yeah, cool. I'll happily roll a perception check. I've got dark vision as well, so if that means
Yep.
anything. But
Still disadvantage though because of the storm.
Right.
But yeah, make a perception check.
alright.
At disadvantage.
19.
Oh wow, you guys are rolling well. Yes, you do get sight of him.
Yeah, so I can see him, and
Yep.
so he's 60 feet away. I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Ooh, interesting.
Yes.
Nice.
So Hold Person, he has to roll a Wisdom save.
Okay.
DC
So
13. Yep.
so he has a +3 to his wisdom. So in
Oh, so it's
other words,
50-50.
it's 50-50. And I'm going to have you roll that. So Malamak, roll me a d20 and pray that you roll low. Low is good in this case. This is a very critical roll. This is not how I saw it happening, which is good.
It's a 6.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
So nice. So let me get the exact. So it does work. So that's the good news.
Whoop, whoop.
So with hold person.
He's paralyzed for the duration, and at the end of each of his turns, they can make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so he's dashing away. You just see him duck around a corner. You cast a spell, and he stumbles and falls to the ground, unmoving. And just let me check one more thing. No, I'm just checking. He's immune to some things, but he's not immune. Nope. He locks up and falls to the ground. Bugs, you see all this happening. You see he's about to duck around a corner and he falls to the ground and skids to a stop.
Yeah, I imagine I'm a little bit closer because I was already outside.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to double check what dash is. Is that your normal movement plus half?
Nope. So what's your movement, Bugs?
30.
Yes, so you can take your movement 30 and then use your action to go another 30.
Okay, so I've got a bonus action, cunning action, which will give me the other 30.
Yep.
So I'll take 60 and rabbit hop. So I'm up high.
Mm-hmm.
And then attack.
Because you used your action to dash, though. That's the disadvantage.
No, it's not an action. It's a bonus action. I've got cunning.
Oh, you're right. So use your cunning action to go 30, which is your
Yep.
bonus action, technically. And then your
Plus my
move...
rabbit hop. Oh,
60.
not that. Yeah, yeah.
Is your rabbit
So I
hop
moved
is your rabbit hop a bonus action, though?
I'm just gonna check that. So I'm up high. Can I stay up high as my movement jumping onto like roofs or?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I can do 60 up high. I'll just check if I can do my rabbit hop. Oh, that's a bonus action as well. So I'll just do the cunning one because it takes me further.
Okay.
And then yeah, attack with because he's already been attacked. I should get my stealth attack, my sneak attack.
Yeah, he
and I will
managed
use
to
the
get
short bow.
a good 90 feet away from it, so you can't get up there, unfortunately. Remember, he cast a spell, teleported a short distance, and then ran from there. So
Yeah, so I moved 60 feet, so I should be 30 feet away from him.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, if you want to shoot him. I was imagining a stabbing, but yeah, shoot him, absolutely.
No, yeah, shoot him with my sneak attack. Don't know if 14 will hit.
14 will...
Paralyzed.
Oh yeah, does that mean advantage? Because he's not on the ground?
Yes.
It loses his deck stuff.
Well, when you're paralyzed, you have advantage to hit him, but he's lying on the ground, so it's disadvantage because he's lying prone.
Yeah.
So it cancels each other out, so it's just a 14.
Yeah.
The good news, though, that a 14 does hit,
Oh, that's surprising.
but
Okay.
no sneak attack damage, though, unfortunately.
Oh, but with my level up, someone just has to have attacked them for a sneak attack to work. If they're within. Is that not?
Well, there's several ways sneak attack could work. Someone needs to be standing next to him, or if you rolled at advantage. Neither of those two things are true.
Okay.
So, bottom line...
And no one's within 5 foot of them, that's right, eh?
No. No,
So
so just
damage?
8 points of damage. But regardless, after all that, the arrow sinks into his flesh. He doesn't even grimace. He's frozen solid, as it were. Shajaya the bear.
So I've got 30 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll jump out the window and move a bit closer.
Okay, so you bound out the window and you're 30 feet away from him, as close as you can get. You don't fit out the window, but you crash out through the window. You might owe Mishan a little bit of damage on repairs, but you burst out through the window and charge after this thing. Now,
Yes.
so that's all you can do, is your action and your movement to try and get closer.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Sephek's turn. So Malamak, why don't you roll me another d20? And you want to roll
Low.
low.
Like 7.
7 plus his constitution modifier, which I think is a 3.
I know, wisdom modifier is,
Wisdom?
you said was 3, so it was 10.
10.
And he needs to be to 13.
He's still paralyzed.
Oh yeah.
So that's his turn, and that happens at the end of his turn, so he's still there, just passed out, just can't move, trying to, but can't. Darvin.
How far away would you say I am from him?
What did you do last time? I'm losing track.
He did a dash.
Dash.
Everybody, I'm going to say, on this turn can get right up next to him and do an action if you like.
Okay, I would like to do that and then take the rope I have in my backpack and tie him up with his hands behind his back.
Okay, make me a survival check. This is how good. So, tie him up and he can't resist. And you feel you do a pretty good job of tying him up.
That's my turn.
Okay, nice. Cal?
So he's paralyzed and tied up, but he's still conscious, so to speak.
Yep.
Because he hit Shajaya, and I've got a bit of a temper, I think I'm going to give him a swat with this great big great axe that we got from the Goliath.
So 2 things. Number 1, you can attack with advantage, and number 2, if it hits, it's an automatic critical.
Yeah, okay, alright. How do I attack with advantage? Or do I just do 2? Oh, hang on. Yep.
You can always do 2 attacks if you like. That's and your fury you bring up and just clang right next to him. Ice sprays up, but not your best moment. Okay, Malamak, what do you do?
I'm going to keep the whole person on him just to make sure that everyone can get into position. And I'm just going to ready in action. If he attacks, then I'm going to throw a javelin at him.
Okay.
So I want to get in position where I'm not right next to him. I don't want to be in melee with him. I want to be in position where I can throw
I think he's tied up now, right? And his hands are tied behind his back, so he can't really cast this.
He's a magic user. If he's a special magic user that has no somatic components, I guess is what it's called. If he's got this thing that he can do, he might be able to. I'm just keeping it here, getting everyone to hang around and be ready to attack if we need to.
Okay.
So more info we need out of him. Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh
go
yeah,
on.
there's a whole bunch of info we need out of him.
Yeah.
I think it's great that he's tied up. I'm just getting ready to throw a javelin. If he attacks us, I'm throwing a javelin at him as a ready action.
So if he attacks, throwing a javelin. Very good. Okay, and you are concentrating on the hold person. It lasts for 1 minute, which is 10 rounds, which is an eternity in combat. Bugs.
And I've been crossing out the rounds.
Oh, very good.
Each save he's made. Yeah.
Yeah, Bugs' ear is twitching. He's just gonna go for him. by dropping down from the roof on top of him with the rapier attack.
Okay.
We'll dual wield with 2 rapiers.
Oh, you can definitely do a sneak attack on the first attack if you like. So this will be at advantage for numerous reasons. That misses, but it's at advantage, so you can roll again, Bugs. That one hits. So not only does this hit, it's an automatic critical because he's paralyzed.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll put that one.
So,
Okay,
in other words,
8 plus 5, which is...
roll another
13,
d8 and a d6.
Okay.
Oh, 2d6. A d8 and 2d6. Oh, yeah, perfect. Even did the maths. So, like an avenging angel, Bugs come down and stabs her rapier deep into the chest of Sephek Kaltro.
Yeah, and because I'm dual wielding, I'm going to use my other rapier
Okay.
to hopefully go into his chest.
Yes, same again. At advantage and an auto crit if you hit.
Yep.
That hits.
Crikey.
So what do you do for your auto crit? Is it double your roll and 1 modifier?
We'll roll damage for this one first. And you actually just get another d8 because this is not a sneak attack. So roll just one more d8. So it's going to be 6 plus 7, 13. Shajaya, for some reason this is bringing back memories of someone lying on the ground and someone being stabbed twice in the chest. Bringing back some memories.
I'm avenging her.
And you see blood just pouring out of it and Bugs, the blood splatter all over her face. Shajaya, as a bear, what do you do?
Is Sephek dead?
Nope.
Okay. So is he worth more to us dead or alive? Like, can we capture him as a prisoner and use him as... because I can either just belt him around the head as my claws, or I can attack him and do more damage. I'm just
Harvard,
not, yeah,
next
I
alive.
thought a
Yeah.
prisoner. Okay. So if I could bite him on the leg, causing him to not be able to go anywhere.
I mean, technically he's tied up round
Yeah.
with his arms behind his back. He could get up and run away, but you could be a big bear and do the reverse bear rug and have the bear lying on the person as opposed to the other way around.
Okay. So maybe I'm thinking too violently, and I should be thinking, yeah.
Or you could do.
Yeah, I think I might. If I give him a bite, then he's paralyzed. He's not only paralyzed; he can't go anywhere.
Sure. So when you're paralyzed, you automatically fail strength checks because you can't resist. So you sink your teeth just a little bit into his leg, and you know that if he moves, he's gonna, at the very best, rip most of the part of his leg out. So you feel he's not going to be sprinting away.
Right.
One more time, Malamak. Roll me a d10.
D20.
Oh, sorry, d20. You're right, d20.
It's a 3.
Okay, he's still paralyzed. So Tarvin, you've tied him up. You see a bear attached to one of his legs. You see Bugs covered in blood. Probably a little bit got on you as well. What do you do?
We out in the open, like, is it the middle of the night? What's happening? Are we...
It's the middle of the
streets?
night. It's the middle of the night. There's not many people around because it gets even colder at nighttime. Yeah, you don't see anybody. You're kind of halfway down an alleyway near the house of the Morning Lord.
And you said he's actively bleeding, and he looks... He's not dead, but he looks like he's close to death, perhaps?
If Bugs did that again to him, he would probably shuffle off his mortal coil.
I think we've probably beaten him up as close as we could without killing him. should we take him back to the hotel? Not the hotel, the room, the house of the Morning Lord, whatever it is, and interrogate him? Malamak, can you hold the spell all the way back?
I'll try. Depends on how long it takes to carry him back. But if it's 2 turns, then I'll keep it. I'll keep it as long as I can.
Okay. What about Shazia? Can you roar twice? If you wouldn't mind, we strapped him to you.
Oh God.
Because you can't talk, Shazia.
Then Tarvin will use his action to lift him up and tie him to the bear on his back.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take it that, apart from Shazia, I guess, you're all keeping a close eye on Sephek, and if he does something bad, you're going to shoot him. Right? So,
Yep.
So I'm going to take it, everybody has a prepared action that if he attacks, you attack him. In other words, you'll get to go first.
Sure thing.
Okay?
For me.
Yep.
So I'm going to drop us out of initiative order. So I'm going to say you get him back to the house of the Morning Lord, where things are a bit more peaceful. Either number 1, he makes his saving throw, or number 2, Malamark concentration fades. Either way, he's no longer paralyzed, and but he is got a bear. He's in a bad way anyway. And he says, "You fools, you have no idea what you're messing with."
Clearly, you didn't know who you were messing with.
Exactly.
Who are you working for? Malamark says.
I was here just to send a message for you to stop your investigations. You were getting in the way of a real will, and that simply shall not be accepted. Keep in mind, if things had panned out a little differently, your high elfin friend over there would be dead. So,
It's the only thing that's why we're keeping you here, and we are still undecided whether we finish you immediately.
you have no idea what I am capable of.
I reach into my bag and I pull out the ice knife, unless it's melted. That ice knife that we found.
There's lots of problems in Iceworld. Dale, keeping things frozen is not one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I pull out. I seem to think that this might be one thing that you're capable of.
You noticed, Shajara at the very least noticed that when he attacked her, he was using like an ice sword. As you can see, like if you have a look at his, remember with his art, he's holding something that looks like an ice sword. And when you attacked him, they clattered to the ground, and he lost control of it. But it looks exactly like the ice knife that you have in your possession.
We've encountered the results of these sacrifices. Evil zombies, like creatures, roaming the world, or roaming the fields, looking for victims. What purpose does it serve?
Oh, praise be to Uriel. 'Tis nice she's making good use of the sacrifices.
But you know Uriel personally?
I worship Uriel.
Where is she?
She is
This is
behind you.
illegal.
She is around you. She is everywhere. Can you not feel her cold?
Oh, I feel it. I feel it too well.
She is everywhere. And what you know Uriel looks like, if you look at the background picture here of that big owl thing with the weird horns, that's her most common depiction. That's what you'd know what she looks like.
And is that Malamark on the ground?
Malamak
Hand in the air.
Oh, I see. That's going to be one of you soon.
Yeah. Don't trash talk the old. Yeah.
Is he carrying any, like, the Chatelain pendants or anything else like that? In terms of stuff that he's got on him? Because presumably we can search whatever gear he has got.
Yep.
He took something off Shajaya, didn't he?
Oh,
No.
he just threatened me
Oh, okay. I thought he snatched something from you.
and then stabbed me.
You give
Quietly. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, you give Sephek a quick pat down. The only thing of interest you find, I mean, he's not really he's not wearing any armor whatsoever. I mean, if you're looking at his art again, it's just common as clothes. You do find an ice dagger on the side of his belt, and there's an ice longsword back in the street if you wish to use it. Wish to take it, rather.
I'll happily handle it because of my ability to cold resistance. So
Yeah, no problem.
Malamak takes both. And does he notice any cold emanating from it? Any dangerous cold emanating from it?
Oh, it's very, very cold.
I know it's, but like, could I get like, were I to pass it to someone who wasn't cold resistance, would they take damage from it?
You don't think so?
He takes it, holds on to it, puts it in his belongings. What does Oriel want? What is the purpose of all this?
One more quick thing before we do that.
Sorry.
Malamak and Shajaya, and being the most perceptive in the group, you notice these, in particular, the two massive stab wounds that Bugs inflicted on this guy are slowly closing up.
Oh, he's healing himself.
He's not doing anything, but the wound,
No,
you don't
but,
see him doing anything, but the wounds just appear to be closing up.
He must be immortal.
Yes,
Not necessarily.
Undead.
Real
Yeah.
is healing him.
We could chop off his head and see what happens.
I can bite it off if you want me to.
We could put his leg.
You position yourself as the high and mighty moral people looking to look down on me. You're talking about biting my head off. Ask you, who is the bad guy here? I am balancing things out for Oriel, and you're looking to murder at me. At the very best, we are both morally repugnant, but do not think yourself above me.
Oh, so you understand beer talk.
Yeah, I didn't, but I thought I heard Malamak say that. What are your plans with me? You have me bound? You have me surrounded? I've told you what I've done. Yes, I killed those people. Yes, I worship Oriel. What of it? You're going to murder me? You're going to cut my head off?
No, we're going to keep you.
What? As a pet?
Well, I think it would be helpful if the people of Shander were to witness who you were and that you work for Oriel, who's made their lives absolutely miserable.
Oh, I see. I'm assuming you're dropped out of bear form if you're talking, Shajaya.
Well, guess so. It's helpful to be in bear form, but yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So you'd put me on trial then for the murders in Bryn Shander. It's not just Bryn Shander, my dear. It is Bryn Shander. Killed people there. Targos and East Haven. For those who object to Oriel's will, shall we say.
So how have they objected to Oriel's will, given that they've all sacrificed, yet the winter has not disappeared?
'Cause they've cheated the draw. It's fair, the whole town agrees to it. Yes, we'll put our names in, but, it's not hard to slip a guard a bribe and have him write someone else's name instead of your name. And Oriel speaks to me and she tells me who the cheats are, and I deal with them. And what worse crime is that? Not putting yourself in the drawer, sacrificing someone else for yourself. Surely that's worthy of death.
So do you have evidence that would convince us that that has happened? We only have your word, a known murderer.
Well, you could speak to the people I killed, of course.
Anyone know a good necromancer? Because I think that's going to be hard to do.
I would point out that Scar would really not like him talking about worshipping of Oriel. I imagine he's getting quite angry, and he'd probably be more on the side of crushing his skull. And I don't want to speak for Albert, but I'm thinking that's Scar's point of view.
Right,
So what is it? What is it going to be? Are you going to lop off my head? The quickest means? Or are you going to put me on trial amongst these foolish town folks? And I don't know if you know this yet, but a significant portion of every town, in fact, worships Oriel. They figure that there's the cold and she's here to stay. Better to hedge your bets and worship her anyway. So imagine
think you deserve a trial.
He's confessed. It's good enough for me. I feel we need to burn him. Send a message to Oriel.
If that is your choice, I cannot stop you. But if you allow me, I'd like to say one more thing. Bamf! And he casts Misty Step, which, I made it clear, if he attacked, he did not attack. Misty Step requires verbal components only. He does not need to wave his hands about. And he bamps out of the thing, 30 feet outside of the room to a point he can see, and then takes off running 90 feet away. Let's go back.
Tied up still.
He's tied up, but he's running.
I knew I should have bitten his leg off.
Let's roll into initiative again.
Damn it.
Shajaya.
What's wrong with my roll lately?
Welcome to D&D. And just as a note, if you click your token first, it'll automatically add you into the turn order.
Oh, so if I click this token here and then do initiative. Okay, cool. Sorry.
Just saves me going
So I've got a
through all.
16. Yeah.
So Malamak 16 and Tarvin 15. And is that everybody?
Cal 7. Oh, yeah,
Cal
sorry.
7. I'll go get Cal 7. Okay, so once again, he's off and he is running as he's dashing through the town.
He's 90.
Oh, no, he's not 90 feet away from you. Look at that initiative. Isn't that beautiful? He rolled a natural 20. He's 180 feet away as he casts Misty Step again and then rushes off. He's 180 feet away. Just a flash before you get a chance to react. Whew, it's lucky, says Sephek. Malamak.
Cool. Oh, look, I'm gonna dash 60 feet after him.
Okay. You rush off in the vague direction he went. You notice he ducked down behind a building. But you're running in his vague direction. Tarvin.
And can I? Yeah. That's it.
Tarvin.
180 feet. I don't know if we're gonna catch him, but let's join I'll join the hunt, and I will dash 60 feet.
Okay, is everybody dashing to try and get after him? Send
Yeah,
him.
Bugs wants to get onto the roof to see where the mist is going.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll double move. I'll dash and then use my bonus action of dash to get me 90 feet.
Okay, so bounce. I imagine Bugs up on top of the roofs, bouncing from rooftop to rooftop, being sure-footed despite the slippery roofs.
Pointing out where I think the mist might be going for the others, so they can hear.
Well, he took a misty step, which teleports him 30 feet, and then he's just plain old running. But yeah, make a perception check, Bugs. In fact, everybody make a perception check at disadvantage. But Bugs, you can just make a normal one since you're on the roof. Bugs, you don't see him?
Not great.
Tarvin, no. Shajaya, roll one more time because it's at disadvantage.
Oh.
Cal,
Another come
no.
through? Yeah.
Ah.
I rolled a
Why?
23 at disadvantage.
Finally roll a good number.
Yeah, well, so Melamak, I imagine Bugs is up the top. Says, oh, he's over there. Turn to the left. And you all look around. You don't see Jack. But Shajaya does. And Melamak, you do get a beat on him. The rest of you are just running down alleyways. Don't get anything. So you both just see him out the corner of your eye. You're about to dash behind another corner. He's a good... let's see. He was 190, 180... Say he's 120 feet away from you, Shajaya and Malamak. What do you do? Shajaya, let's start with you. 120 feet. Yep, too far away for a hold person, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I can.
Works so well.
Let's start with you, Shajaya, then we'll do Malamak.
I don't have anything that flies. The furthest can be is a warhorse. They can do 60 feet.
We surely have something that can fly.
No, we're not allowed to fly yet.
Oh, okay. No flying
Not
animals
allowed
yet.
to swim yet. Not allowed to fly yet.
Okay.
Only got horse, and that's 60
Yeah.
feet. So when it says 60 feet, is that one movement?
Well, here's what you could do. You could wild shape into that horse and then dash 120 feet. In other words, you get right up next to him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Nice. So you bamf into your warhorse, right? Wow, yes. So you start bouncing off towards him, just catching him, change into a warhorse halfway through and just belt it and get completely right up next to him. Malamak.
Follow the horse, everyone. She's going in the right direction. And I just run another 60 feet.
Okay.
Which one of us? Which one of us has also got wild shape?
I do, but it takes an action for me to turn into something. And
Okay.
none of mine are as... Oh, I've got one which is pretty fast, but it's not worth losing the action, I think, at this
Okay.
stage. Cool.
Okay.
But I've yelled out. Hopefully everyone knows where he is now.
Yeah, follow the trampling horse.
Follow the horse.
Okay. As you gallop, he says, why won't you just go away? And he stabs at the horse with his long sword. Rolls a
Doesn't have the
6.
sword. I have the sword.
Oh,
Yes.
damn it.
I have
Damn
the
it, damn
sword.
it.
And his arms are
Nice.
still tied. His arms
His
are still
arms
tied
are
as
still
well.
tied.
Behind his back, no less.
He's not going to do that.
Is it his turn now?
It is his turn, yeah.
Oh, can I get another 90 feet before that or no? Oh no, wait, we're back up. Mine's
You-
not reloading. I've got Tarvin at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, let me just sort out what he's doing first. Equal to his spell casting.
Legs were bound too, but that's right. Well, maybe I didn't mention that.
He is going to cast Misty Step, which is the last time he can do it. So he bamps 30 feet around, down an alleyway. And then you see him just turn around the corner there. Now let me roll this. So 2 of those, 14. Plus 16. Okay. So only Malamuk and Shajaya saw him. Bugs, I'm going to say the rest of you are kind of got off in a slightly wrong direction. But let's so let's see. Shajaya went, Sephek went, Malamuk went. So we'll just pick it up from there, as the rest of you are slightly confused about which way he went. Tarvin, are you heading towards the horse?
Yes, dash.
Okay, dash towards the horse. Bugs, are you heading towards the horse?
Yeah, how far away is the horse from us now?
90, 120 feet, I'd say.
Okay, I'm gonna hit 90 towards
Okay.
the horse.
Okay, Shajai, are you chasing after him?
Yep.
Okay, so badoosh, 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 badoosh. You go in the corner and you do a right hand slide and look around. He's not there. You don't see him.
Oh, what? But I lost him.
You don't see him. That's.
Stand by. I mean, he's got no more spells. Well, no more of those teleportation spells.
I can't use
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
spells as a war horse, can I?
Nope, you're just a horse.
I was hoping that I could trample him.
He was hoping the opposite.
But he's just disappeared.
You don't see him. Someone could be right. He could be invisible. He could have done all sorts of things. All you know is you don't see him.
My gosh. Okay. Oh, far out. Well, I don't know what to do. Stop, run around a bit. Because if he's there, I'm going to jump. I'm going to step on him, aren't I?
Oh.
Maybe. So you're just going to run around in a circle trying to maybe stand on him?
Yeah, what's the name of the thing he cast?
Misty Step.
Misty Step. Ah, okay. That's all I can do because I can't see him.
Well, with Misty Step, he can teleport to a 30 feet away, to a point he can see. So you saw him disappear from one location and 30 feet up the alley. Did a right-hand turn, so you lost sight on him. You go up there, you don't see him. You're going to do the stomping around, trying to
So he's
randomly?
gone down the right-hand turn and disappeared.
Yep, when you yourself turn right, you don't see him.
Yeah, well, I run up and down. It's not an alleyway. Is it an alleyway?
Oh, there's alleyways upon alleyways. It's all over the place. If you'd like to stomp
that's
around
right.
randomly, just roll me a plain old d20.
Yeah.
And that's
do
what
it.
I'll do.
Come on.
Don't kick any kids, though.
Tijai, you stomp, you stomp, you stomp. You don't stomp on anything. Well, you do, but nothing that goes ouch.
First.
Cal.
Well, I'm probably the furthest behind because I can only do 50 feet on the dash. So
So
I
it'll-
presume that I dashing in whatever direction because I don't necessarily have a great sense of direction for this.
Okay. Sephek, so your little dwarven legs pumping along. Sephek Kaltro does something. Malamak.
So if my dashes are correct, because then I'll be another 60 feet gets me up to where Shajaya is, and
Okay.
if I can, and can I have a look as a bonus action? Can I do a check to see if there's anything there with my dark vision?
Sure. Make a perception check. I'll give you that one for free. Oh. Oh. Tarvin.
I'm also going to close the distance. Can I get to the horse?
So let's say everybody gets up to a horse in due time, and you're going to get one perception check out of me. So Malamak,
Yeah.
nope. So Tarvin, let's see yours.
So is that a disadvantage or what?
Yes, it should be actually with all the snow. It's very hard
Damn
to
it.
see.
Me and my big mouth.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Disadvantage it is.
The snow that would be leaving footprints, you reckon? Advantage, disadvantage.
You don't. Oh, still disadvantage for reasons.
Got a
Tarvin,
10.
you don't see anything. Bugs.
Yep.
Same with you. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
Bugs, you're from
Is
the
there
roof.
disadvantage up top?
Nah, you can have it straight.
Okay, cool. Not
And
cool.
where the 5? Nope. Shajaya, you can look through the horse's eyes. Just make a perception check at disadvantage, Shajaya.
Okay.
Let's slip through our
So
fingers.
disappointed that I lost him.
Oh, that's nice.
That
Me
wasn't a
three.
disadvantage, Joe. Yeah, need to make another one. A 20.
Nice.
I need to roll something now.
Vendetta continues. As one mad horse. Gotta kill this guy.
I know.
Okay, just a sec. You see him far off in the distance. A good, not so far away, but you see him 60 feet away, Shajaya.
Okay.
He's being very sneaky, but you do see him.
He's got no more spells left.
Oh, no, he doesn't. And yes, you are in trample distance, Shajaya.
Yeah, well, well, I'd have to rush up to him and trample him,
Your movement's 60.
Yep,
which is what I'll do.
yep. So you get right up to him, and because you move at least 20 feet, you can do a trampling charge as well.
Okay. So
Okay,
just hit that.
yep. Well, click on your hooves. We'll do that first.
Oh, okay.
Your hoof attack.
Hoof attack.
Oh, that does hit him. And you rush up to him, hooves flailing, and he needs to make a strength saving throw to maintain his feet. Come on, Sephek! Come on! He does. He maintains his feet with a 21, but you have trampled him. Cal, you're like, get off me! Imagine you're
So
little-
am I much more distant from whatever's going on? Remember, I'd be 20 feet behind everybody else, or 60 feet, depending if that's the third round,
yeah,
since I'm lower than the rest. Even
You're
though dash.
you're still running.
Okay.
Sephek Kaltro is going to do something different. Now you remember that you rolled a 16 to tie him up, I believe. He is going to try and was it
Roll
18?
18.
It was an 18.
That was an
okay.
18. Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
He is going to try and break those. He rolls a 15. Says, tries to get in the way, turns around, tries to dash away from Shajaya, which is good news for you, Shajaya, because you get an attack of opportunity. So you can make another hoof attack against him if you like.
Okay, and so it just hooves, not
Yep.
trampling.
Just hooves. He's trying to run away and you're trying to kick him in the back. And you... Oh! Ouch! You do absolutely hit him in the back. And, oops. How about let's make this a bit more visual. So Shajai is there. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's there. Malamak.
So if he's 60 feet away, then I can only dash up to where she is.
Yep. So this is.
So
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to dash up. That's my 60 feet.
Okay.
And
Cool.
have I got it? Can I see him from where I am?
Yeah.
Yep. And he's 60 feet away from Shajaya, right?
30
Presumably,
feet.
with the
30 feet.
30
'Cause
feet. Oh, yeah, because
he-
he did an action.
He tried to break his
yeah,
bonds.
okay. And well, I've used my dash anyway, so cool.
Okay, Tarvin.
There he is.
Yeah. I'm going to draw my bow and fire an arrow at him.
At disadvantage because of the wind.
Of course.
So we'll say you're back there. And with
Oh.
a 9, the wind catches it, whoosh, goes away. Bugs! I'm going to say you can get all the way up there with your bunny hop, and you're 30 feet away from him.
Awesome. I'm going to attack.
Okay, at disadvantage because of the wind.
Okay, yep.
And that...
Well, that's a
Oh.
critical damage.
Oh.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
shoot it,
so
the
that's
wind catches
still
it, it comes back in a boomerang towards you, Bugs, but you duck underneath it and it knocks just behind you. That's a shocker.
To Tarvin.
Well, everybody's ducking the arrow as it comes back. Shajaya, the warhorse, not the bear, the warhorse. What do you do?
Oh, what?
So he's run away again. He's further away from us.
It's 30 feet. You can get that easily in your warhorse form,
Okay.
though.
Well, I'm going to have to go and I can trample him, can't I?
You can.
Yes.
That's what I'll try. Fingers crossed. Or hooves crossed.
Oh, there's the warhorse there. Let's have a look. What did you roll? Well, roll on. Click on your hoof first, and we'll see if you
Oh
hit.
gosh. I always do that.
That's right. Yeah,
Oh no!
he sees it coming this time, and he ducks under your hooves.
How could he still be moving?
Cal, huffing and puffing, you arrive there. I'll give you an action if you like from there.
An action, and that I'm still 30 feet away now. Would
Yep,
you
you're
say?
30 feet away. Yep.
Okay. Well, that means I can try and toss a hand axe at him.
At disadvantage.
Bunch. Oh, don't click that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was looking at Bugsy shot. 12 does hit.
Ooh, okay.
Keep in mind, he's unarmored. 6 slashing. Ugh. Okay, that would be your turn, though, with your rushing up this. Shajai, you notice he's healing.
Oh, how you doing? It's Tim from Refix, the tank guy.
Oh hi. How are you?
Good. Hey, you should have a water tank.
You might want to mute
Is he
yourself
playing
there,
D&D?
Shajaya.
He can play Twitch.
Ah, there we go. So Sephek is he's gonna try and bust his bonds again. Trying to beat an 8. Ah, 17. Damn it. So what I'm gonna do? He's gonna dash another 30 feet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm assuming Shajah, as she deals with that guy, is going to make another hoof attack. And 12 on the hoof. Ah, she hits again for 11 hit points of damage. Okay, Malamak. So these positions on the board are accurate now. You are
Accurate.
exactly here. He is exactly here.
I'm going to roll. So he's 30 feet away from Shajaya, so I'm going to go up 30 feet alongside Shajaya. Do my good old favourite magic stone.
Okay.
And actually, nah, I've got to do the magic stone. Yeah.
Okay.
So I cast that and roll that at disadvantage because of the wind.
And
Miss
the wind catches it.
Yeah.
Goes away. Tarvin.
I'm just gonna run 30 feet for my movement.
Okay.
I don't know where I am, somewhere around there, and then fire an arrow at him again. So let's go disadvantage.
Yep. So the wind catches it, but then it pushes it in his direction. Roll damage.
Nice.
So for another 7 points of damage as it thocks into him. Nice. Okay, Bugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my 30 and then my bonus action to get there.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna dual attack with my rapiers.
Okay, straight rolls for these ones. No sneak attack damage though.
Yeah.
But still 2 hits on him. First one. Hits.
Cool. And the second one won't.
Misses, so just the 1 hit. So roll damage. 11.
That's 6 damage, because no sneak attack.
Oh, you're right, 6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. While you were gone, Shijai, he tried to run away and you hoofed him in the back for 11 points of damage. So, but now it's your turn rather conveniently. You could do another trample attack if you like.
Yeah, I think we should just not let him get away again. So I do hooves.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, everybody.
10 damage, and he needs to make a strength saving throw with your trample attack. And he keeps on his feet with a 21.
Is he disadvantaged with arms?
Well, with the disadvantage, it would have been a 20 anyway. So either way you look at it. Cal. So Shijaya, boop, coming up. Whoop. We'll put you as a warhorse from the trample.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm still 5 feet behind those guys because I'm slower. And the second hand axe away at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Did that come through?
Not yet. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Right, no.
Nope. Hand axe just gets caught in the wind. Sephek is getting desperate. Firstly, he's going to do that. You see his wounds close up again. One more time, he's going to try and break his bonds to beat an 18. Rolls an 11.
Nice
Bugs
progress,
and Shazaya, you can both make opportunity attacks.
Oh, cool. That counts for dual wielding as well, right?
You only get 1 attack necessarily.
So I should just give him another trample?
Well, you can't trample, but you can roll damage on that attack, though. And Bugsy, you both hit. Oh, wait, I didn't see Shajai as well. So Bugsy hits. And Shajai, make your hoof attack. And with sneak attack. Is that 30 points of damage between you two? Bet.
Burn him. Light him on fire.
Yeah, burn him.
Yeah, so Bugs, you stab him in the side, he falls to the ground, and then Shajai goes to work and just crushes him. He's seen better days.
He's faceless. I mean,
All
Wow.
right.
Wow.
but yes, I do think burning him would be a good idea just because of all this healing that's been going on.
Yeah,
Significant. I think we present his dead body to the speaker.
I think so too.
With the story of how he had admitted to the murders, the 3 murders, and then had attacked Shajaya. So it was a righteous kill. I'm sure Scar will be well pleased with that.
Absolutely.
Well deserved.
Scar gets all his hit points back because he's had an extra long rest.
That was
If we
a
are taking him
significant.
back, even though we believe him to be dead, I do want to keep a close eye on any wounds that he's got and breathing. Just
Yeah, see if any of them start to heal.
yeah.
Well, I
I'm
thought
ready to
somebody
attack
burned
if
him.
he does.
Somebody burned
Yeah.
him.
I did want to burn him, but they said they're taking him to the.
I don't have any fire magic, but can we just light him on fire
We've
with
got
like
liquid,
Sure.
right? Mhm.
Easy enough to do. So you set him on fire, and you notice his wheels are not healing. So he appears to be dead. I'm just going to put one thing in chat and leave it at that.
So that was the lady in the tavern the North Look Tavern. That was the one that told us about the murders originally.
Oh.
The dwarf, I think she was one of the dwarves.
She's a dwarf, yep.
Yep. So that's probably the person we also need to go and give the information to, because remember she was going to give us a reward for tracking down and investigating what was going on here.
Absolutely, that's right.
Is
Nice.
it Northlook, or it's the tavern right up next to the Northern Gate? I
Yeah,
forget.
that's the
I
one.
hear often. I can never remember the name because I always drink too much.
Well, maybe this will jog your memory.
Yeah, the North Look. There you go.
Excellent. Remember that.
Do we do this now, or do we take his body to the house of the Morning Lord and have a rest and do it in the morning? We should do it now, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, is the tavern stuff likely to be open at this hour, Malcolm?
I'll
Before
put it
7.
this way. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning.
So yes.
Well, yes, but whether Hlyn Trollbane's going to be there or asleep is a different matter.
Yeah. Shall we have a sleep? Does anyone? Do we do a long rest, or even a?
If you go
So we
back
just,
to
like-
the House of the Morning Lord, you can
Yeah.
get a long rest if you like.
Yeah.
I vote
What are we
on
going
rest.
to do with him?
Oh, he's dead. We put him in a. Leave. I'll happily sleep with him in my room. I'll just have him there on the foot of my bed.
We removed
Yeah.
the rope right before burning him, so we don't want to burn that.
Sure.
Do we need so we do need to have a rest? We can't just go and say, wake everyone up and go, look who we've got.
A charred corpse.
Yeah,
Hard corpse.
good idea, Bugs.
I just don't trust Aurel and what they're capable of.
Do you decapitate him, Bugs?
Yep.
Okay. You now have two versions of Sephek Kaltro. One without a head and one without a body.
We'll share the weight around.
So you're going to have his head in your room, and I'll have his body in mine. Just,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, on the floor.
I'm making mine face the corner. It's in timeout.
I packed some snow around him to keep him for the.
Okay.
No, I don't. I keep the snow far away from him because I don't trust a real.
We should
life.
we should remove his fingers to feed to the axe beaks.
Yeah. All right. Shall we do a long rest?
I'll get a liking for fingers, and I might snip at yours next.
So you guys taking a long
nervous.
rest?
Yes, please.
Okay, long
Please,
rest
please.
away. And I must say, this is not how at all I saw things going. I imagined he was going to really mess up Shajaya, which that's what the D20 was, and Shajaya rolled the lowest, so that's the one he chose to attack. And I was expecting him to get away, quite honestly, so well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We've also got some mean new weapons if anyone wants like an ice sword or a dagger. You'll have to check it out. Probably,
Yeah.
probably magic or something, but yeah.
For you,
Cool.
the dagger is just a dagger, and the longsword is just the longsword.
Okay. So it loses its ice capabilities.
Ah,
Wow.
Yep.
Ice Queen.
And maybe if you change to your worship, maybe things will change, but I can't see that happening.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. Although, no. Cool. So we've had our rest. Let's go to the north look and track down Hilm Rollblane.
Okay, so you head back to the north look, and it's nice, it's warm. There's a bard in the corner start playing, and you see in one corner, even at this early hour, you see the elderly dwarf in the corner, Hlyn Trollbane, just sitting there having some breakfast.
Okay, the new helm. We have news. We've captured and killed Sephek Kaltro, who admitted to committing the murders in the 10 towns.
Interesting. You have proof of this, do you?
We've got a head here.
Pug's holding up the head. I love it. Wow. Appears you have done the town a favour. Not just Bryn Shander, but others as well. So I can tell, even in his decapitated state, his those eyes. There is no mistaking those eyes. Well, a deal is a deal. And very carefully, Hindrol Blang counts out 100 gold pieces and slides it towards you.
The town.
So, do you want the head, or am I meant to dispose of this?
You can do what you like with it. You
no,
might want to talk to the speaker Dunshay. Yes, take it to the speaker. Well, as I said before when we met all those days ago, that she has a million other things to do, but I'm sure she'd appreciate someone telling her that the murders are effectively over. So if you, just speak to Duvasay Shane and hey, and Hlyn goes up. Hey, you ugly bastards, listen up. These people here, and he points to every one of you. These ugly pricks here. They've killed this prick here. This was an idiot going around killing people when the sacrifices didn't happen the way this idiot wanted to. So please, strike up a tune. We need to thank these people for... we don't need to watch our back from the murder anyway. Still got to keep an eye out for that bitch Ariel. But today is a day we are at least thankful for this. And everybody who's in there raises up a flag of us, say cheers. A lot of people coming back and slap you on the back, shake your hand, say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bugs offers his free hand to shake the hands back.
Very good. So it seems at least in Bryn Shander, you're quite well respected. You've done a good thing.
Oh.
Nice.
Do we go to the speaker?
We could, and on the way there, I noticed on the map there's this Black Iron Blades. Is that some sort of armourer or weapons shop?
Yep.
The reason that we were wanting to do that, Malcolm, is that we were looking to offload some of our extra weapons that we have, and that a couple of sets of scale mail that we had, and possibly we were looking to get some better leather armour for Malamak.
Okay.
So if we can do a stop there, because I see that's on the way to the town hall.
Yep, sure. So you head, after being thanked profusely and people here like you, head over to Black Iron Blades. And you hear, as always, inside of Black Iron Blades, he said, "Look, woman, that's not where he put the axes! Look, you daft fool, we've been putting axes here for years! Will you clean the wax out of your ears, woman? And the two dwarven siblings just bickering and bickering, and they don't even notice you coming in. Put it down, woman!
Mother Muck yells out in Dwarvish. You have some customers.
Okay, now, you shut up, you daft bastard. I gotta deal with these customers. I'm not stopping you, woman. Get over there. I must apologize for my daft-headed brother. I heard that! What can I help you with?
We have some Yeti pelts and some, what were those cats? Those large
Crag
mountain
cats.
cats.
Crag cats.
We've got some furs that we thought you might like. We've got a couple of sets of scale mail, a couple of war picks and things for sale, and we're looking to get some better leather armor for Malamark here.
We also have a couple of climbers, spear climbers kits as well.
Should we just ask the smithy what he can make, if he can make some, what he can make out of the Yeti pelt?
Oh, I could make a nice coat out of that. I could give you 3 gold pieces per pelt.
Do we have comfortable saddles?
You could ask them to convert it into a saddle if you like. It'll take him a while, but he could do that.
So was that like the pelt price? Does that seem reasonable to us? And if so, what sort of do?
For a deer pelt, you're looking at about a gold piece. And since this is a bit nicer, you get a bit more.
Well, I thought the crag cat pelt was nice. Maybe a coat out of that would be handy.
Okay.
Crag cat pelt. It's damaged.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
The Crag Cat was the bad one. The Yeti was the good one.
I got one good Yeti and one partially damaged Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a Yeti, you could get 5 gold pieces.
Ooh.
So we're saying sort of at the moment 11 for that. We've got a couple of sets of scale mail.
Okay.
We can borrow them as well.
For the scale mail, just looking it up, you could get 20 gold pieces per set of scale mail.
And what would a set of decent leather armor for Malamark set us back?
Okay, well, there's
a net charge.
You could get studded leather, which would be the best type of leather. Oh,
it's got metal. I'm a druid.
Oh, okay.
I can only have leather as the best.
10 gold pieces then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'll also sell you this rough leather armor that I have here.
Okay, you can reduce it to 8 gold pieces then. So net 8 gold pieces for new leather.
Cool. Right, well, I'll happily do that with the share of the
Sure.
the 100 gold pieces as well, but we may as well sell everything. I've also
What
got 2 climbers kit. Do you want a climbers kit?
Tell what, for both of them, I'll give you 25 gold pieces.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there we go. So net, me just selling my stuff means that I've made 25, 27 minus 10. So I've made 17 gold pieces, right?
Sounds right to me. What else do you have to sell?
Cool. And that's all I've got to sell. That's my personal stuff that I have to sell, but Cal's running the group thing. If
What
that
else
makes
you got,
sense.
Cal?
So you were saying we are at 17 gold pieces up from that. We sold the scale mail, which you said was at 25 each, so that was 50, was it?
20 each, was it? 25.
20, 40.
So
we got 40 for that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Okay.
40 plus 17 is 57.
Yeah, no, I'm just adding that as we go straight into the prize, our kitty.
Yep.
Actually, we should make a purse out of the kitty fur.
They'll throw in a Yeti purse for free. They'll quickly
Yeti
throw
purse
into
for free.
Yeti
Yep.
purse, no. No, the baby Yeti.
There we go, a baby Yeti purse.
Yeti tiger purse. Ooh.
Is there anything else in your inventories, guys, that you're divesting yourself of?
Those 3 pelts, have you calculated for that? The 3 pelts, I can delete those.
So the 3 pelt, that was 3, 3, and 5, was it? So 13?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing I can.
Okay. Well, I think that's everything. Is that everything, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Yep, I've got nothing.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, sweet. All right, so now we're off to the town hall, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you head off to the town hall. There's the usual.
Did
Mhm.
did Bugsy want to buy some armor as well? We were talking
No,
about.
I
Bugsy
realized I've got light leather armor, which I think is good.
Yeah, cool. So is that what I've got as well? A light leather armor? Is that
Yeah.
what I've bought?
Yeah,
Cool.
leather
Thank you very
armor,
much.
and you can sleep in that. So that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head over to the town hall, and let me just. And yeah, you're shown upstairs to see Speaker Duverset Shane, and she says, "Oh, what do I owe this pleasure?"
Well, I'm sorry Scar can't be here, but what we found is we have tracked down the murderer that had... oh, I have to zoom in on the map because I can't remember the name now. Thoradin's murderer. We've found him. He confessed, and he's also confessed to murders in 2 of the other towns. So we tracked him down. He attempted to escape and kill one of our members. So we trial by combat, and he lost. Clearly, he was guilty.
Well, I'll have to take your word for that. And
You want to take our word? Bugs then plants the head on the desk.
oh, please, not on the desk. I just had it waxed. Please, just take it off.
As you wish.
Well, you have a head, and you claim it's the murderer. I have no reason to doubt you. I mean, you've already done favors to Bryn Shander, getting those iron flowing again. I think this wouldn't constitute proof in other places, but as I said, I think you're a good type, and I take everything you say at your word. So, and she gives a curt bow, Bryn Shander is in your debt. We thank you.
Okay. Well, I think that...
Welcome.
Unless we attempt to go back to see if there's any more rumours from the tavern or something or other, we were going to make our way up to Shimmer Lane, I think it was.
Let's show you.
And
Maybe we go to Targos first, and then yeah.
Go Targos to
Yeah.
get there. Given that Sephek Kaltro was in town, is Torga Icevein also in town?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
One thing that's just reminded me of, I've got Sephek's sword and Sephek's dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I tap Shajaya on the shoulder and say, "I'm no good at looking at these things. Perhaps you could use some. They seem to have some sort of magic property. Perhaps you could
Okay.
look at them and see if they have anything important."
Sure. It's guidance.
Oh, and with some guidance as well. Yes.
Is it guidance?
You're learning.
Is that an Arcana check? Is it?
It
Or
is.
to figure out what's And
So
so
make an
guide yourself.
Yep. So make an Arcana check, Shajaya, and add a D4 at the end of it. Okay, so 17 so far. plus 4, 21. Very nice. They're not inherently magical. They're not anything apart from a sword. You feel that there was something about Sephek himself. Because when you attack Shajar, you felt coldness seeking into your body. There was something more than just a stab wound. But there was something about Sephek himself that imbued these things with extra cold damage. So in your opinion, it's just a dagger now functionally and just a sword functionally.
Okay, cool. So can we sell those on the way out as well?
Sure. I'll tell you what. For the... I'll say for both of them, you get 10 gold pieces.
Cool. Fine.
Done.
Okay, have you got that? Yeah, cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, and if you'd like, I'll say while you're at the tavern getting slapped on the back, you do hear a rumor.
Oh, yes.
And I think at this stage I should probably just tell you. You hear that in Bremen, which is this place over here, fishers are being terrorized by a monster that lives in Mar Daladun. But it's strange that none of the other towns of the lake have been targeted by this monster. So there's some type of monster in the lake attacking Bremen, but not Targos, not Tourmaline, not Lonelywood. So that's what you learn. And someone tells you that.
Attacking the fish or the fishermen?
The fishermen.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the rumor we've heard, so we'll find out more if we go to Bremen. Cool.
Just let me check something.
So I think the rumours that we've got that are unresolved is up in Tremorlane there was some sort of mining had been shut down.
Yeah, with the kobold.
Something about kobolds.
Here is the exact rumor here that you heard about Tourmaline.
Yeah, that's right.
And you actually hear one other rumor, which you can make of what you will. You might feel it's a little out of date at the moment.
Yeah. But we might be able to find some more Goliath lycanthrope. Oh yeah. Well, if he's a lycanthrope, yeah. He's very powerful as a druid. Maybe in Targos we might... Yeah, they said he turned into a giant bear. I didn't realise it was a polar bear. That
Surely
might
it would
put
be
pain.
Arctic.
Yeah. But maybe in Targos we might find more information on Oymanartok. If they've
So you
disappeared
reckon...
from there. Yeah.
Okay. So we can pick up our mounts, go to Targos, see if we can find out what's going on in Targos, and then we can decide whether we go to Bremen or Tremorlane after that. Yep.
Cool. I'm cool with that.
Yep.
Okay. So you're going to get your axe bigs back and head off to Targos?
Yep.
Okay.
Let Scar know in case he wants to catch up with us at some stage, maybe in a week's time.
I'm going to say Scar will catch up to you when Albert comes back, and he will be thoroughly rested, so he'll lose those 2 exhaustion points. You press on along the east way, and you make it easily enough and quickly enough to Targos. Along the road there, it's quite easy. I'd say Kel and Scar at least would know a little bit about Targos. And what they know about Targos is that is it's on the smaller side. It's not as big as some of the other cities. There's no, it's quite big. Sorry, about 1,000 people live here. So it's one of the bigger cities around here. Yeah. It's another place that has a wooden wall around it, which is helpful, preventing things from the wilderness. Now, Targos, in particular, as you can tell by its harbour there, is one of the best places around 10 towns for fishing. But it's always had the biggest fishing fleet and the biggest fishing industry, and everything there revolves around the hauling of knucklehead trout, in particular at the moment. Oriole's endless winter is making it hard to fish, but it's getting done nevertheless. You see people, even at this still relatively early hour, there's some fishing boats you see off in the distance, and you see some people are cutting holes in the ice, like around here doing some ice fishing, trying to get food whatever way they can. Yeah. And that's all they'd know. So what would you guys like to do? Would you like to pop into a tavern? What would you like to do?
Well, stable the egg-speaks, of course.
Okay.
Word.
What time of the day is it?
About 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Stretch our legs. See what we can find. Do the guards let us in? Are they just admitting anyone, or is there...
Oh, there's guards there, but they
Yeah.
just wave you through. And as you enter the town, by the way, you see a familiar face. You see you see Garrett. Garrett, the guy you helped out on Calvin's Ken, and he says, "Ah, friends! Ha! It's not a pleasure to see you. Oh, come inside, come inside."
Nice.
I met Garrett. This is Bugsy.
Hi,
This is
Bugsy.
Josiah. She's down the bottom helping out with the dogs.
Ah, well. Well, any friend of you guys is a friend of mine. So come in out of the cold. And he brings you inside, and you see, just a second. So he brings you in for the cold, and the first thing you notice is there's another gentleman there. He says, "Oh, this is my husband Keegan," and Keegan's, "Oh my goodness, you are the people who helped my husband. Oh, blessings upon you." And he can't help himself, and he goes up and gives each one of you a hug. Do any of you resist or do anything? Hugs all around it is then. Keegan and Garrett, and there's this dog bouncing around, just yapping quietly. It's like looks like a husky dog. He's like, "Settle down, boy. Settle down, boy." And he rubs his thing behind the back. "Well, I'm not sure what to say, but you literally saved my husband. I wish we had more to give you, but I've carved something for you. So may I present this to you?"
Of course.
Certainly.
Okay, so he brings out this wooden box, and he opens the wooden box, and inside it is some scrimshaw. Now, do you guys know what scrimshaw is? Because I didn't. I don't. I do now.
Scrimshaw
Bone art.
something like bone art or whale tooth art, and you would
Whale tooth.
Yeah.
on a whale tooth or whale bone you would
Whale
carve
bone.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is right. I didn't know that. And he brings out this these. He says they are actually walrus tusks in this particular case, and he's got this set of 6 walrus tusks, and he presents one to Bugsy, and on it, there's a picture of you, Bugsy. It's looking very flattering. He's done a good job, and captures the essence of Bugsy, and he hands one to Cal. The same thing. Carved on it is, on each one of you is a very nice depiction of, bless you, get out of the cold, come back into the warmth. And he says, this is how I make my living, says Keegan, but it's the least I could do for you. You can keep them on yourself. You can keep this box as well. And on the front of the box, in other words, Big Glove. And you could put your scrimshaw there if you like. But it's not much, I know, but thank you. Thank you for saving my husband. You have no idea what this means to me.
Our pleasure.
Wow. Pleasure.
Yes, and
So are these on like little necklaces, or are they something that you keep in their pocket?
I would say no. He's carved them so you could wear them as a necklace.
Oh, yeah, cool. Well, Malamak puts it on, tucks it into his skirt.
Well, can I? Let's just say that if you're in Targos, please come and see Garrett and me and Boy as well, who's still bouncing around like a big loping, too silly to be sad, happy dog.
Eric, we do want some form of information from you, if that's okay.
Of course, of course.
Ayum and Nartok. Where would we get information on his whereabouts? How did they know it was up Calvin's cairn?
Well, they didn't know. They heard rumours. But let me tell you, I knew you were very interested in Ayum and Tardok, so I've been asking around, and I've heard a rumour. Now, there's this place to the north of here. Here, I'll indicate it for you on the map. There's a place to the north of here called the Black Cabin. Now, the Black Cabin is quite possibly the oldest building in the entirety of Icewind Dales. People used to use it for like in the very early days, people would use it as a safe space to seek shelter from the storm, as they hunted down pelts and other various things. Now, over the years, the Black Cabin has fallen into some disrepute, shall we say. It is not what it used to be. I know there's a strange man out there doing strange experiments. So if nothing else, if you could have a look in on that person, that would be great. The idiot, if you can believe this, is trying to end this endless winter. And so, two things. I know that Ayum and Tardok has been seen there. I'm not sure if he's helping this person or not, but venture to the Black Cabin. His name is Macradius. He's up there, possibly working with Ayum and Tardok. It'll be the type of place I'd expect Ayum and Tardok to take refuge in, particularly the bad storms. So, go to Black Cabin. If you wouldn't mind, check on my friend Macradius. Macradius? Macreatus. There we go. Macreatus. Yes, he's my lifelong friend. I do know how to pronounce his name. So go see him. As I said, he's trying desperately to end this endless winter. So have a look. Maybe Ayum and Tardok will be there as well. I hope that is of use to you.
It certainly is.
Who's the speaker for Targos? Do we know that, or can he tell us who the speaker is for the town?
Oh, yes. I can tell you who the speaker is. Let's just say, though, that he's not much of a people's man. His name is Speaker Nareth Maxilandar. And quite frankly, he's not the nicest person around. He doesn't even spend time doing much of the task demanded of him by his speaker. He's more interested in trade routes, lining his own pockets as opposed to, really helping out. If you want to meet him, you can meet him, absolutely. He spends most of his time, though, in the Luskin Arms.
Okay. And the road north to Tremorlane, how long on Axpeaks do you reckon it would take us to get to Tremorlane?
To Tremorlane from Targos on your Axpeaks, just a couple of hours.
Okay. Okay, team, do we want to go to the Luxon Arms and see what's what? And
Yes, I fancy an ale.
Fancy us
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Like stopping off at Puhoi on the way north.
You want a cold
have a-
ice cream in winter?
You have no idea how much I'm enjoying all of these New Zealand references, because I don't get a lot of them in Canada. But yes,
Fair enough.
Puhoi. The Puhoi pub, I think my dad used to like to frequent. Luskin Arms. Okay, you head over to the Luskin Arms. And as you leave, says Keegan, and Garrett says, please, if you're ever in town, we consider you friends. You've saved my husband, and you've made me a very happy man. So please, don't be a stranger.
Gosh.
Okay, so you head over to the Luskin Arms. It appears to be a very old establishment. You see lots of people there, fishermen, either heading out or maybe coming back. They got lucky with the fish. And you see a man who's manning the bars, and as you grab a seat, he kind of steps up from his bar and stands up. He looks very depressed, and he's balding, and he comes up and says, "Yeah, what can I get for you?"
I don't suppose you've got any honey mead?
Honey mead, that I do not. Everybody asks me that, but if you ask me, I think good mead's hoarding it all. So no honey mead.
Well, I suppose then it'll be some knucklehead trout all round and around the hole.
Yum.
Okay,
I
5.
just had so much fish, you've got no idea.
Yes, both Shajaya and Leah, I suspect.
Yeah.
Good old Eddie. Okay, 5 servings of fish. And he just wanders away mid-sentence. He's not a happy man.
How much does that set us back, Malcolm?
After a while, he comes back and hands out 6 portions of knucklehead trout. Yes, I know you asked for 5, but he comes back with 6, and he just turns around and goes back to the bar.
There's really a market here for someone to open a distillery.
Do you think it odd that he was just handing out food and not charging for it? Remember, we are still on the track of the Cauldron.
Oh, he might just be, in a state of depression or something by the sound of it.
Shajai, you can make an insight check, and I can tell you if you think he's depressed, if you work that out. So make an insight check, Shajai.
Right?
Who knows? He could be depressed. He could be running a tab. He could be all sorts of reasons. You have no idea.
Does seem strange.
What would some knucklehead trout similar to this set us back in Bryn Shander, where we would normally...
6 silver.
6 silver.
Silver proportion.
So over half a gold, which is a
Mhm.
decent amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
We could use this to our advantage and not pay.
We could, but I don't think I feel happy about that. So
No,
I'm
it
going
doesn't look happy as it is.
to take 6 silver pieces out and go over to him at the bar and put the 6 silver down and thank him for the food and watch how he reacts.
He looks momentarily taken back as if he's remembering something. He does take the 6 silver pieces and make me an insight check. He just doesn't care anymore. Just doesn't care. I mean, this endless winter is taking a toll on everybody, and some people just get broken by it. You've seen just the odd commoner like this, but this guy's just broken. It's just too much for him. Just almost get the feeling that he's waiting to die. And who cares about 6 silver pieces? Yeah, seasonal affect disorder. Yeah, absolutely, but on overdrive.
What?
Bye.
Just think positively. Say that to him.
Oh no.
That always works with people.
Be grateful. Yeah.
Hope your
Is
charisma
that,
is.
is that what Shajaya actually does?
No.
Shajaya,
That would be cool.
the summer elf coming in.
Your sadness is affecting me.
Because we all know, right, with depressed people, they just need to be told to cheer up and then everything's okay
Yeah.
for them.
Just think positively.
Well,
As you're wondering what your next move it is, as you're, I'll say, eating your knucklehead trout, except for Shajaya, who's probably sick to death of it already, a man comes down. There, he's a human man. He's got a nice trimmed goatee. He's got black hair, neatly coiffed, shall we say, and he's wearing a nice set of winter clothes. Like most people tend to like throw together furs as best they can and put it on, and aesthetics don't seem to matter at all to most people. But this person is quite well groomed. Like, if nothing else, he's putting in the effort to shave his beard to give him this goatee on his chin. And he approaches your table as Shajaya pops a good berry in her mouth. And it says, may I take a seat?
Of course, you're welcome at our table.
And he pulls up a chair and says, well, I must say, welcome to my town. I'm Speaker Nareth the Maxilindar. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Tell me, what brings you to my town?
We ran into some adventurers, Garrett, up on Calvin's Cairn. He got into a spot of difficulty, but we managed to help him out. And you can see from a nice Yeti purse here, we ran into a few Yeti. It was quite an adventure, and we've just been doing some investigations. I can't quite remember, Malcolm, was one of the... was a halfling or something or other that was killed in Targos as part of the murders?
I can't remember, but let's say yes.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm sure I've got it written down somewhere in my careful notes here. So we also...
You keep talking.
Yeah, so we were tracking down some mysterious murders that occurred in Bryn Shander and East Haven. And yeah, we've been looking to do good under these difficult times.
Well, if you've stopped the murders, Targos owes you a debt of favor. I thank you. That would calm at least the worries of being stabbed in the back, shall we say. And you said you saved Keegan or Garrett or one of the two?
Garrett and his party of adventurers up on Calvin's cairn.
So his little, and I say the word very, very loosely, their family is back together?
Their family is back together.
I'm going to say within, you all can tell what he's implying. I need to emphasize this is speaking Nareth. This is not Malcolm. This is speaking Nareth. He doesn't approve of Keegan and Garrett's lifestyle. He's not happy with the lifestyle that they're living. And I need to emphasize. I once taught a gay pride parade, damn it, in South Korea. This is not me. This is speaking Nareth. He does not approve. So thank you for solving this murderous situation. We are in your debt. Is there something else I can help you with?
No, but can we be of service to you in any way?
Yes. Yes, you could. This is something that requires quite a bit of delicacy, shall we say. Your swords and your spells will do you no good here. But I have business interests in Goodmead. And my good friend there, Speaker Kendrick, was unfortunately killed not that long ago. And while that's unfortunate, I shall miss him. There is... Oh, wait a minute. Let me just get my notes correct here. Yes, so while it's unfortunate that my friend has died, there are two people vying for positions there. There's Olivacia Antipor, and from what I heard, she is not at all interested in being town speaker. But she's lived there perhaps longer than anybody, and she might, with a little bit of pushing, can perhaps become town leader. I do not want that. There's a friend of mine called Shandar. He's a dwarf, very popular among the town's loggers. And if you could somehow squash Olivacia's ambitions and prop up Shandar, I'd be ever so appreciative.
I don't want to give them the impression that we've agreed but also not disagreed, and do the we will see what we can do.
Do you think he's trustworthy person?
You can make an insight check if you like,
Okay.
Shajaya, and you can work some things out. Hopefully better than... a bit better than your natural one, but a 3 on the dice. It's hard to get a read on this guy. You remember Garrett or Keegan, I forget which one, said he's a bit of a slimy guy. And you even with an 8, he's just not nice.
Is Targos a place that sacrifices to the Frostmaiden?
Yes, because you remember this is one of the place that Sephek Kaltro murdered for that exact reason. So Targos has human sacrifices.
So would it be worthwhile informing them about the walking zombies?
Absolutely.
The bright... What were they? Bright?
Cold light walkers.
Cold light walkers, yeah.
Cold light walkers, thank you very much. I'm glad I wrote it down.
Are you going to do that, Kel?
Yeah, so in our travels we have found out some disturbing things about the sacrifices that have been made to Oriel. They've been returning as cold-like walkers. So what Oriel's been doing with those sacrifices is turning them to undead monstrosities which have been roaming the land.
Roaming the land, you say? Well, that's good news, because if that is indeed happening, that's far away from Targos. Nothing I think I need to concern myself about. And let me just say that the town has come together and we've agreed to do these human sacrifices. Everybody knows that the name might come up, and if these so-called cold light walkers wander the plains, that is not my concern. I know some people don't agree with our methods, but it will not stop. Sorry, carry on.
So you're not concerned that your trade interests are going to be perhaps potentially attacked by these cold light walkers and hit you in your pocket?
Well, that's what guards are for.
Guards cost money.
If these cold light walkers exist, as you say, I will send my shipments with guards. If they do exist, I'll send them with guards. If they don't exist, I'll send them with guards. It costs me no much more money either way.
Fair enough. Well, we just thought we would share the friendly warning.
I don't think I don't appreciate it.
Was there anything else, folks?
I don't think so. I kind of want to get out of Targos pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have business on the road. Well met, sir.
Well met indeed.
Can we swing by Garrett's and just let them know that your speaker's a dick?
Well, he told you he was a dick. They told you that, but you can confirm it with him if you like.
He is a dick.
I think there's something to this cauldron theory in this town. In other words, I think they might have it. I think it certainly looks that way.
Are you saying this in front of the town speaker?
No, this is a little aside to the group, but definitely not audible to the rest, anyone else but my traveling companions. Yeah.
Shall we walk through the town and just see what is around?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bugs would like to stealth around the town.
Okay. So you head out onto the streets of Targos. As you get up and leave and say your farewells, the speaker doesn't even get up. He stays exactly where he is, which is, a little bit of a social faux pas. When people leave the table, you're expected to stand up. He doesn't. Okay. Well, let's start with Bugs then. Make me a stealth check. Okay. What would you like to do while you're stealthing, Bugs?
Well, from the bar that we just came through, I imagine there's a back entrance to the kitchen area somewhere.
Yep. You can sneak in the back if you like.
Want to sneak in there and have a little nuhi around.
Have a look at the cauldron.
Yeah.
Well, number one, there's no cauldron there. Not that there's a big cooking pot, but it's definitely not the magical one that you find. And there's a depressed lady there hacking heads off knucklehead trout. And you sneak around a bit. It appears to be a perfectly normal kitchen. Definitely not a cauldron of plenty around.
Yeah. The main thing I want to do is south around to where I imagine other rogues might be. To go to the shady area, I suppose, and see if I can hear rumors or whispers of things about cauldrons or anything of importance to us.
So we'll say you're sneaking around the back alleys here, and you do find some ne'er-do-wells. Just make me an investigation check to see if you can catch on to anything about possible cauldron sightings. With a 22.
Nice.
You find one person who's almost a beggar, but he tells you, Bugs, that he claims he's seen the cauldron inside of the town hall. He swore he saw some people dragging it, and it's at the bottom of this town hall. Furthermore, um, you learn that no free meals are being distributed. So it seems as if they've got the cauldron, but they're not using it to feed the town.
Right, and we do know that
Did
they
you
want to
say
do a
that-
trade route, so that could be selfish reasons.
Does the cauldron only reproduce food? Could you put something else in the cauldron?
Well,
Like
remember we
gold?
tried to put ourselves in it and gold, and it didn't do anything.
We did try. We did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All you need to do to activate it is put in a little bit of water, and then a nice, warm, hearty stew is produced.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
I thank the beggar and give him a coin,
Okay, he is grateful.
and I tell him not to speak of this. Go on to find the rest of my crew.
And he looks. You don't want me to speak, Mister.
No, you can speak freely, but I do not want you to tell people that you've seen this cauldron about. Nor about me investigating into this.
And he starts waggling his eyebrows at you.
I waggle my eyebrows back and go, need to know basis. You'll find out soon enough.
And you don't understand the subtle hints I'm giving, do you? And he starts rubbing his fingers together.
I toss him another coin.
Okay, he's happy. Okay. So I assume you rush back to your companions and give them this information?
Yep, I do.
Okay, so in summary, it is inside the town hall according to the beggar, and no one's being fed by it.
We go to the town hall.
Well, that means the speaker's definitely
I
involved, right?
don't know if we go to the town hall in mid-daylight. At least not with that in mind. We could go just investigate and check out the town hall and perhaps come back.
What's Triglio?
Oh, that is... Let me get...
Sounds like a seamstress or something. Shoemaker.
Oh, you're in Targos. I think it's just another... It's a general store.
Oh, would it be worth visiting there to stock up on some of those rations that some of you have been that we've been feeding to the fungal people and the dogs and stuff like that? A restock might not be a bad idea, but the other one would be to get an idea whether there's like extra food on the market, whether food sales are down or food prices are up or down, something like that. What do you reckon about that? That might give us another bit of information if we go and speak to the storekeeper.
Mystery shopper.
Yeah. Secret shopper.
Okay, so you head over to Triglio, and you see a sign above the door. And it says, Triglio lads, and oyster upon the line. Triglio lads, and bring yon fishes in. Apparently some tune. That's what it says. And inside there's a human commoner there. Almost looks like a scarecrow. They're that thin. And you notice this human man has one of his hands is quite badly crushed. And it says, "Hey, welcome to the Triglio lads. What can I get for you? Fishing poles, snowshoes? Try your luck on the lake? What can I get for you?"
So do you have any fish or food for sale, or any rations?
I certainly have. 1 day rations will set you back 5 silver pieces. And I have 10 available. So I'll just rack you up now, 5 gold pieces, done.
So I think we needed to restock, didn't we, guys?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Okay. That's good. All right. Yep. So we'll do that.
What about some bait, perhaps?
Because the other thing they're looking for is information on has the fishing been particularly good? Have we got lots of extra fish in currently?
We have enough, shall we say. And as he hands you over the rations, you can't help but note that is in fact a dried knucklehead trout is the form the rations come in.
Nice.
It's business.
I heard the audible say, business is shit. It's absolutely terrible. With this winter going on, some of my goods that I normally sell, I can't sell. It's complete shit. But thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Don't think I don't appreciate your question, though. You could help me out by buying this fine quiver for only 2 gold pieces.
Does anybody need a quiver?
Everybody needs a quiver. There we go. Put you down for a quiver. 2 more gold pieces. Thank you very much.
No. Seriously, does anybody actually need a quiver or restocking on arrows? I think we might be good, sir.
Yes. No one needs a quiver.
What happens if your quiver breaks? You'll be screwed. Yeah, I'll just put it down there. 1 gold piece. Done.
This guy's a white boy.
Don't suppose you've recently saw a cauldron on its way down to the town hall? That piece of information would be of use to us.
Oh, can't say that I have.
What do you can we ask him what he thinks of the speaker? I'm just trying to pronounce his name.
Nareth.
Yeah.
Speaking Nareth, he's a fantastic gentleman. I wouldn't possibly say a bad word him. And while he's singing this, you see he's doing the double middle fingers and pointing it off towards the Luskan arms. So he's saying nice things, but he's making it clear that he thinks he's a dick as well.
When he said he didn't know anything about Cauldron, would it be possible to tell if he was lying?
If you give me an insight check, I can tell you.
Okay. Nah, not that.
Yeah, you're not sure. Keep in mind what Bugs had to ask a lot of people if they'd seen a cauldron, and she finally got lucky and found one. And she did. The beggar did say that it came in the middle of the night, so probably at least half the town were asleep.
Oh, his hand that looks like it's been bashed up a little bit, broken. What was that appear to us? Oh, how did that happen? That looks nasty.
Oh, I was down in Tourmaline as a fisherman, and he unfortunately got crushed between a couple of boats. Hasn't been the same since.
So this is like an old wound. It's not like a fresh-looking wound.
Oh no, it looks old. Been crushed for quite a while. Anyway, you guys I don't mean to put too fine a point on it, but I think you guys could use some soap. This will get all that grub off you. Only 2 copper pieces. Come on, that's a steal.
All right, jailboy.
Soap would come in handy quite nicely, thank you.
There we go. 2 copper pieces. There you go, mister.
You never know when you could make some ice a bit slippery, you know?
Maybe these silly items I'm handing out will be campaign changers. We shall see. You know what does change the game, though? Heard you saying soap could be used to slip things up. You know the most useful thing that people need when they're off in deep dark dungeons, but they never actually have. It's just
torches.
Torches, yes. I'll sell you some torches, no problem. Torches done. 1 copper piece per torch, and that's a steal. What I'm talking about, though, is a mirror. Think of
Yeah, I
all
was
the...
just thinking about mirrors.
Ah, there we go. Well, I
I would
happened...
like a handheld one if you've got a handheld with a little handle.
Yes, I do. I've just lost it. Yes, this one is, you can definitely hold it in your hand. You notice it's top quality, and you look, it does look top quality. Yours, Mr. My Haragon friend, just 5 gold pieces.
Does that sound like a reasonable price for that?
Yeah, it does.
Does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got 5.
I imagine that's because mirrors are actually quite hard to make here. What do? You smelt
Right.
sand and you put it through a process, and it's hard, even in bigger cities. So a mirror is hard to come by. So 5 gold pieces, pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about this book on smart cures I see over here?
Oh yes, that book's over there. Definitely has slard cures in it. Only 50 gold pieces, and it's yours.
I have to pass. Sorry, Cal, you were going to say something.
No, I was going to say, was just asking whether Bugs had actually subtracted the gold out of the personal purse.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
whether...
just taking it out of
whether-
personal.
Okay, cool. I added the soap to my inventory and then did that. Okay, cool. Why would we need a mirror while we're adventuring?
Why, if you're in a dark, dank dungeon and you want to
Oh,
look
see
around the corner?
corners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
Great
Harangon.
thief.
Is it a basilisk? Is that the one that turns you to stone?
Is it a what, sorry?
One that turns to
Basilisk?
stone.
Oh,
Turns you
yeah,
to
a
stone,
basilisk.
Yeah, a basilisk, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to be effective against basilisks and medusas and beholders. And if it doesn't work, you get double your money back.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's anything else you guys want to buy, you can try here. He's already sold you half his supplies without you realizing, but that's such is his
Yeah.
gift.
I don't think I need anything.
I'm fine.
Good.
I'm happy with my soap and mirror.
Maybe some rope.
More rope.
No.
Yeah. Leg rope. Rope for tying legs specifically.
Oh yeah, shackles. That wouldn't be a bad idea. He doesn't have any shackles, does he?
No, not any shackles. You know what you do in the privacy of your own room, bud, is your business. But no shackles, we don't have.
Do you sell anything magical?
That I do not. If you're looking for potions, though, I recommend Nimsy Huddle up in Lonelywood. Nimsy
Lonelywood.
Huddle is a person to talk to. She's a potion maker of quite some repute.
Oh, that's the leader of Lonelywood, isn't it? The speaker
Yep,
of Lonelywood.
Speaker Nimsy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so some health potions in case things fall apart.
Nimsy would be
Alright.
the person to talk to.
Thank you for that.
Thank
That's
you.
the best thing you've given us.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course, you're welcome. And he does the rubbing the fingers together thing. A little bit of coin for the help, perhaps.
You've already taken a lot. I'd say this day has been one of your best sales days ever. I'm
Maybe
sure
we
you
could
can throw it in.
offer you our services if there's anything we could do.
No, it's fine. I have made a bit of coin today, and that's fine. So, so we need to end it in a little bit, but what I'm curious to do, are you interested in raiding the town hall and trying to get the cauldron next week?
Carboners.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
Bug definitely is.
Orimak is going with the group. he's
Okay.
Are you doing?
the cauldron. Yeah.
How?
Okay.
What are we going to do with the cauldron once what's our goal there? We don't have an end goal. That's kind of what we came across it last time.
Yeah,
We
but
don't have
it
a
was
plan.
it was definitely stolen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these guys here have misappropriated it. For that, well, unless the other speaker sold it to them, for a profit and was lying about
Deserves
it.
it. Yeah,
That Whalen guy, because we didn't like him because he was a scumbag too.
true.
Yeah, we did pawn it off very quickly. We could always reallocate it.
We could just keep it around everywhere we go.
Yeah, set up our super.
Well, the point is what is well, that should be the discussion for us for the beginning of next time, perhaps, or if when Malcolm's finished, we can quickly discuss it and then make a decision.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So I just my question is really just I need to prepare that for next week. Is the thing I'm getting at.
Okay. Yeah, I think there is going to be at least an
A raid.
investigation.
A raid.
The
Yeah.
plan.
Some form of interaction with that town hall.
Okay, some type of interaction. Okay. Cool.
We're giving nothing away.
But well, it's, I'll
Well, it all depends if Bugs is there, because if Bugs isn't there, then we're definitely going to sneak in, fail our checks, and then all hell breaks loose. That's what we're going to do.
I'll be there.
Kill everybody.
Because we're trying to be sneaky. But
Fireball, I said.
and the TPK.
there we go.
Well, no one's
cool. I
died
think
yet
we're
this
gonna-
campaign. Shajai went close tonight, I must say. So well done for surviving, Shajai. That was rough. Being stabbed twice in the chest, and the Thunderwave, great choice of a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, just as well, I didn't have to have like super energy to do it, because then I would have died.
So well done. And as I said, I was expecting him to get away and him kind of hunting you down and being a constant menacing presence that he might kill you at any moment. But you managed to kill him, so well done.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah, and a brief combat with him. And we'll see what happens next week. You've got some clues about Oyam and Tarok, about where he could be. And here we go. Let's pick it up from there next week, guys.
Okay. Thank you very much, Malcolm. That was a fun
Bye.
session.
Good. Glad you
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Okay. Take care, guys. We'll
Thank
see you next
Thank you,
week.
everyone.